Okay, I'm still getting an acceptable reading. It looks like I just refreshed the page again. It still says acceptable, but if there's not enough things to make it artifact again, I guess I'll slowly walk over here and hope we can go over modding. All right, modding for LTM because we're skipping the middle part because I can't pronounce it correctly because I'm dumb. All right, so for me, I mean, there's definitely people who probably understand this a whole lot better than me, but the way I always look at it, I'll start with the warframes. So, um, of course, there's the general mods for your warframes. That'll give you like your shields and your armor and your health. So let me find a blank page. Oh, yeah, this one's practically blank. Okay, so there's the generic ones, like your redirection that gives you to shields, right? So in the upper left-hand corner tells you how everything's doing, your shields, your armor, where's the vitality. So those are standards, whatever, you know that. The little polarity slots, the V, the D, and the dash, that's not actually the names, that's just what they look like. Of course, you know, your capacity in the upper left-hand corner, you've got max capacity. If you match polarities, it'll cut it in half, so it'll only take half the drain. That's the easy stuff. What else? Auras. The aura polarity, you can put, if you match it, same thing as the other polarity, it will add. So I'm going to use one of them that's 7. So for example, if I add one that's 7, it'll double the capacity of the aura. So it basically says 14 and it gives you another 14 capacity, which is sweet, right? So if you steal a charge that's at 9, it'll give you 18, which is really cool, but I mean, I don't use melee on Ember anyway. You can put in a non up here. So what's going to happen is you'll drain or capacity rather. You're still going to get capacity, but it's going to be cut in half, right? So you're only 5 because it doesn't matter polarity. If you want to change that, you have to form it. So you'll have to come in here, form it, and change the polarity. It doesn't really matter to me because I can make 65 work as I did in configuration A. You know what I mean? I got a lot of stuff that's pretty high level, and these are the only 2 that aren't, with a corrosive projection. So I make it work. The next thing I'll do from there, so the aura I'll put on whatever I want, whatever I'm going to use for the frame. The polarity doesn't really match unless I'm leveling the frame. So if you're leveling the frame and you need more, more space to fit like a redirection so you don't die, then yeah, go ahead and match it up. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna give you tons of extra. So go ahead and match it up. Why not? The next thing I'll do is while I'm leveling up, I'll of course do on the safe ones like the redirection and match polarity so it uses less drain. But from there on the warframes, I'll back out and I'll look at what my abilities do. So like fire on Ember, your fireball does damage and damage. Okay, that's easy. The accelerant is damage, power duration, and meters, or in range. Fire blast, damage, range, and duration. And the world on fire is damage, energy per second. It's using up 3 energy per second you have it running, range, and status chance. So it's like, okay, well, everything uses damage first of all. So you're going to want your strength to be higher, okay? So that's what I'll look at. With Ember, I prefer, as you have seen for the past week, I like to run around with her world on fire on and just leave it on, right? But at 3 energy per second at the stock level, unaffected at level 3, that's a lot of energy per second. So I need that efficiency cranked, right? And it's different for each warframe, you know what I mean? You'll look at what abilities you want to use, what your loadout's going to be for what mission. So you can kind of judge it around there, or do what I did on Ember and just say, all right, well, I only want to use World on Fire, right? So I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to say World on Fire. All right, so what did I say? I needed, and you can see all your percentages on the left. So I need it stronger, because I want it to deal a bunch more damage, right? We'll throw that up there for now. And I want it to affect people at an extended range. Okay, let's find a range mod. Boom, there we go. I could use the, where's the range? The overextended. But the thing is with the overextended, that subtracts to my power, right? So I'm not going to be dealing as much damage. I'll hit him from farther away, but I'm not going to be killing him as bad. So I don't really want to use that. It's kind of counterproductive. For her, then I also put in her augment mod right away because I bought Firequake, which has 100% to knock enemies down, which is real effective. So if you have any augment mods you want to use that you got from the syndicates, just go ahead and throw it in there right away so you know what limitations you have. All right, from there, so let's look on the left. I've got 145% range with 130 strength. Okay, not bad. But let's see where we're at as far as the abilities. So your abilities are going to upgrade or update in real time with the green. The numbers will either be green if you went up or red if you went down from the standard, right? So by putting the damage mod on and the range mod on the World on Fire and all the other ones, you can see my damage went up and the range went up and the status chance went up. But my energy per second is still 3 energy per second while that's triggering, while that's going on. So, well, that's still expensive. So, okay, let's find our efficiency. Let's find our streamline, right? That's going to help us be much more efficient. Okay, we need the streamline definitely. So we're at 130. Not too bad, but not the best. So then you just keep going from there, right? And you can basically just compare it with everything. And okay, what's efficiency and duration? Well, I don't need duration, right? So that's a huge efficiency. Let's put that in there. Efficiency is up to 175. Duration went down to 40, but I don't plan on using her fire blast ability, the big circle of fire. I don't care that the duration is only 8 seconds because I don't use it that often, right? So because I'm focusing on the other one. So that's decent, right? We could also use a little bit more range and some more strength. That's where the strength comes in. The attitude is plus strength minus duration. Great. We don't have duration. Boom. Put this up to 165. And just so I'd still have to be close. I mean, a little better. I mean, and a new drift. I'm imperfect. Does to that strength. We could put add more strength. 50, or let's is power range. Range. So it's more. It's just another. But now I've got range. Only a 3. While that's 20 meter chance that they'll whatever. I believe fleeting. Sorry, the efficiency up. Yeah. I use corrosive projection, catching one. I don't need an extra 8 capacity. Use some corrosive projection for example, since you don't want energy, you barely do. It's point power rate, right? It'll negate that 0.3, so you'll only be less than 1 energy per second to keep this the entire match at the beginning, and run the so a couple 1 or 2 energy things through. So stuff from it's all right. One, the damage you deal on the left, whatever's the easy stuff. Your no, or sorry, Casernos. I'll go to depunctured. That's its main. Is have puncturing. So you other things that would crit chance. Crit by people. Why you build 2% I do. The point when I get an extra 9 drive, it's just gonna it's all okay, and where and you just find out all the special strengths. It did the with that 44 but it 19 has high puncture. The percent I don't mod, but you know, right 100 puncture 9 the malls, but yeah, as it works, and because I more want to wait until for now, so I just have a chance to be single deal out of so I was trying to so play with weapons, pick out what abilities you're using the right perfect sense. So there's that. Now we get back like for a question. Well, if not, I can go lower next time.